Hello and welcome to another video from me, the Blind Journalist. So this video is talking about sight loss and how sight loss can be and is depressing. I know in a lot of my previous videos I've talked about, things like you should accept your disability, you should use a long cane, you shouldn't let it phase you should live your life and things like that. And all that is true. I'm not saying that I was wrong to say that. However, a topic that I'm going to talk about today is how living with sight loss or any form of disability. Obviously, I'm going to talk about vision because I'm registered blind. But how living with a disability can cause, I wouldn't say depression, but isolation, low self-esteem, lack of confidence, and then things like that. I think it's essential that people get into education. Obviously, in some countries there's a barrier of support and things like that. In the UK, I think we're very fortunate that we get supported very well. There's a lot out there, but I just think that education is essential because that is something that the disabled person can do and hopefully excel in and find their niche, find what they enjoy. For me, it was journalism. I'm just going to finish my degree now in a month's time or so. And if I didn't have my education, to be honest, I don't know where I'd be. So it's been fantastic and quite refreshing to be in education because it's given me something to do. It's given me a bit of a life. However, I must be honest, besides that, I don't really, or haven't had much of a life, socialising, going out, things like that. That's always been an obstacle and a barrier for me. And I think it is something that a lot of other people will struggle with. I think also it depends on your area. If you're not in like a city or a place that is modern, then you're gonna struggle. In my area, for example, there's hardly anything for disability, and the few things that are running are either out of my age range, I'm too old, or there's always the issue of transport, so getting to a place. And I think that's the biggest obstacle for me that I found. Getting somewhere, you know what I mean? Even though I'm a long cane user, a lot of the time walking somewhere isn't always, a solution because of the distance that it involves. There are people that use public transport, and I take my hat to them. I take my hat off to them people because they're very active. For me, I've never used public transport a lot. I'm waiting for some training in order for me to do that. But I think if you've not got that capability to use public transport, and you've not got the funds to kind of use taxis, then you're in a bit of a predicament because you can't really get out anywhere or do anything. In this blog post, I'm not really gonna kind of advise or give hints or tips. It's just a bit of an opportunity for me to get my opinions out there, my thoughts, my views, my experiences, and then hopefully you guys can contact me and either share advice on how you think I could get out more, or talk to me about your stories. I've been very fortunate. I mean, obviously I can't publish emails and things like that, but a lot of people have contacted me. I've found a lot of people I've Skyped with internationally and things like that, and given advice to. So I just think it's a really good platform to do that. Thank you for watching my videos. I've got more coming out there, a lot more documentaries and like radio packages. So be sure to keep an eye out on my blog. But let us know, what struggles do you face with sight loss, with disabilities? Have you got any hints or advice or tips for anyone? So drop us an email. It's TheBlindJournalist@gmail.com. I'm on Twitter @Sal9594. Leave a comment below, subscribe, and just get in touch. So thank you for watching. It's me, the Blind Journalist, Mohammed Salim Patel.